Hey everybody, what's up y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Tammy Talks here. Let's go ahead and get into Married at First Sight Season 14. Episode 9 is Love on the Table. If you're brand new to my channel, I do breakdowns of various TV shows, both scripted and reality, interjecting my own thoughts, opinions, and theories into each and every recap. So if you enjoy that type of content, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. Almost at 4,000. So a super huge thanks to everybody that has been subscribing. I really appreciate each and every one of you. If you enjoyed the content, make sure to thumbs up the video and hop into the comment section, because even if I cannot get to your comment with a comment reply, I make sure to heart each and every comment so that you guys know that I am reading every comment. Sometimes I just can't get to all of them. So y'all, let's go ahead and get into Lindsey and Mark. So Lindsey keeps talking about how they got so many cats at their house. Girl, get rid of yours then. I'm sick of hearing about it. Don't mention all them cats no more. We know y'all got 5 cats in that apartment. Y'all got 5 cats in that apartment. We don't want to hear about it anymore. I don't want to hear about it anymore at all. So we see Mark brought home some dinner. Okay, he's trying to talk to Lindsey. She's being very cold. One word answers, very monotone, not very enthusiastic at all whatsoever. She feels that he owes her an apology, and I said, girl, for what? Because you were the one telling all his business in the bathroom. So I'm going to assume Mark must didn't hear that part, but no one should be apologizing to anyone but you, Lindsey. So they're sitting down eating, and Mark put all the salt and pepper in the world on there. And I like how they heightened the sound to kind of show how it was really annoying Lindsey, because she was so irritated with him. So he's like making small talk, and he's like, oh, so you're good at both? She's like, nope, beginner's luck. I said, okay, girl. You're in the mood. So he asked us, she feel, excuse me, he asked us she feels she was out of line the night before. She said no. I said, oh, okay. She said that she feels he's a Debbie Downer. And whenever they are having fun, he likes to ruin it by constantly pointing a finger at her. And because of that, she has turned the on switch off. She said that he is negative, he is always complaining, his life is in total chaos, and she is being dragged through his toxic sludge. I said, oh. She said that he has absolutely no self-awareness, because he said that he's not negative or complaining or any of that stuff. Lindsey now feels that she needs to put herself first. I will say this. We aren't seeing a lot of, like, we're not getting a lot of behind the scenes footage, and I wish that they would show more behind the scenes footage like they did with Katina and Elijah, when it doesn't necessarily involve fighting. We never see behind the scenes footage much of the couples like really getting along or anything of the sort. It's always like, oh, they said they fought last night, let's roll that footage. Like, show us if Mark is truly being standoffish. Show us if he's being a complete different person, so we can get a full scope of what's going on. Lindsey says she's going to put herself first. She lets him know that she's upset with him. She's been upset with him since last night, says that he's a different person on and off camera, to which he scoffs at, but she has said this a time or two before. So either he really is a different person off camera, or Lindsey is gaslighting this man. I'm going to go for the latter, but I just thought I would point it out. She says she's frustrated because she thinks that he is sabotaging himself and he's not treating her well. And then she finally said, what do you even like about me? Because it doesn't seem like you like anything. And Mark should have said, I don't like a goddamn thing about you, just to crack her face. But the thing is, Lindsey is the epitome of gaslighting. She does this to Mark constantly. The real thing should have been, in that moment, should Mark have called Lindsey out about what she said to Katina? Probably not. I feel that Katina shouldn't have snapped at her the way that she did either. However, Mark didn't call her out in front of everybody. They were off to the side, right? So he kind of did it in close quarters. And he was just telling you, Lindsey, Mark is not confrontational. He doesn't want to go through all this confrontation with you. In that moment, girl, you ruined it. Because when he told you, you probably shouldn't have said that. All you had to do was be like, okay, whatever, and let it really roll off your back. But no, you like to go for the jugular all the time. And it's weird to me that Lindsey does not think the way that she goes in on him is an issue. Every time you have a problem with him or you get into an argument with him, you bring up what you did for him. That is not how a relationship works. That's not how a friendship works, and it's not how a relationship works. So he tells her that she has an incredible, loving person inside of her. She says that feels like a dig. Why? Why, Lindsey? Why is that a dig? Because deep down, I'm sure Lindsey is a good person, but Lindsey herself is too much. Lindsey is too much. She's too much. She's too much. She's too much. There is no way around that. In the way that Lindsey has been behaving, in the way that she is behaving, is you are annoying the hell out of this man. And when he tells you what you're doing bothers him, you act as if it is just so unbelievable that you would be getting on somebody's nerves. That is weird to me. He said it's not that he doesn't dislike her, they have poor communication skills with one another. He's saying how, he likes to communicate one type of way, she communicates another. And that's really what the issue is. She said that she has way less hope than he has, and that she only has 1% of hope because he doesn't deserve the other 99% because he turned his nose up at it. Mark, just leave. Follow Chris's lead and get your divorce today. So we see them later. And Mark has overcooked her burger. I don't know why she wanted a medium well burger anyways. But he overcooked her burger. And she said that it is overcooked, but she is just grateful that he cooked. I think the real issue with Mark and Lindsey is that Lindsey is not getting held accountable for the things that she's doing. Right? So Lindsey showed out on the plane. You didn't hold her accountable for that. Lindsey showed out a couple other times. You're not holding her accountable for that. Like just in this moment now, she went in on you. Aside from going in on you the night before, but she's constantly talking about your life. She's constantly talking about how she took off work to put on a hazmat suit and go into your roach-infested house. Like, she keeps saying all that. So did you have roaches when you had bed bugs, Lindsey? Because I didn't forget. You said you had bed bugs before, too. So were they roaches when you had them, or were they truly bed bugs then? Mark needs to start holding her feet to the fire. Don't let her get off on that. That is ridiculous. She needs to apologize for what she did the night before. Any other time production is whispering in their ears what happened. Production, where is that black guy that told Alyssa this is not single at first sight? He needs to go whisper in Mark's ear and tell Mark everything that Lindsey said up in that bathroom. Let him know off rip, because this is ridiculous. So they get the questions from the experts, the same questions about love. And she said she has been in love before. She said every kind of phase of her life, young love and then college love. She thought she was going to marry the guy that she moved to New York for, but it just didn't work. Mark has been in love before, and he tells a very complicated story about how he went back to an ex after breaking up with this woman, did not work, went to someone else. That was a worse situation, so went back to the ex. Lindsey judges the F out of him and said that she's concerned that he doesn't move forward in life. She said that she would never go back and recycle men, and she thinks that Mark's version of love is just routine. So because this relationship didn't work with person A, let me try person B. Person B is awful. Maybe person A wasn't so bad. So he goes back to that person. So Mark said he really just needs time to fall in love. Lindsey said that she needs someone that's constantly present and doesn't shy away from conflict. Shying away from conflict is not a good trait to have at all, but it's more than just shying away from it. Lindsey, you want to argue. You want to fight. You want to get loud with somebody. You want somebody to have that same loud, toxic energy that you have. And Mark is just not that person. So, but Mark does need, like, I feel like far too often we do see him get up and walk away. And, like, yeah, we can't blame him, but it's also stand there, tell her what it is and what it ain't gonna be in regards to how she is talking to you. Mark has to stand up for himself a little bit more. Mark does think that with some time, love is a definite possibility for them, but he's not quite there just yet. Lindsey said 2 weeks ago she would have said yes, but the last 11 days have been rough. She's not there yet. She wants Mark to choose her and make her a priority. So basically, Lindsey wants Mark to have her back no matter if she's wrong or not. So if we're in a group setting and I get into it with Katina or I get into it with Jasmina or Alyssa or Noi, I want you to have my back, even if I'm wrong, but I want you to have my back and not, go against me in public. That is, on one hand, that's understandable, but I also feel like if Mark were to do the united front with her, and then when they get home, try to tell her that she was wrong in the situation, that will completely backfire on him. That will completely backfire. So when they go out and hang out with the guys and the girls, both have their outings later, Lindsey is just saying how she thinks week 3 is the hardest because now you're completely out of the honeymoon phase. You're kind of settling in with these people and you're just really finding out a lot about them, quirks and the good and the bad. And she thinks that all the ladies can learn a lot from each other. Mark he said marriage is more work than he thought it would be. He can get along with everyone typically, but he is doing so much to try to understand Lindsey. He's digging as deep as he can to understand her emotions, and it's just not there for him yet. They're not gonna work. They're just not gonna work. That's all it is. So for their date of the episode, they go and get sushi. He takes her to get sushi, and Mark is childish. So Mark has never had tacos. Mark has never had sushi. Mark is scared to try sushi. He was holding like a piece of tuna. He was scared to eat the tuna. He was scared to eat like the raw salmon that was looks like a salmon roll. I mean, we know that he eats goldfish, but it's like, Mark, come on now. Open up that palate. Try some new things. Don't be a child about it and you're playing with the food. Like, stop it. Stop it. And I mean, I also kind of feel like, I don't know why, we'll get there. So they're at dinner and Lindsey wants to try all this different, she wants to order all this different sushi, said that she wants him to try all the raw stuff. He doesn't want to try it. There is a way to introduce sushi to people, and the way to do it is not by having them try eel up front. That is just absolutely not the way. So Mark can't use the chopsticks, so he uses a fork to kind of brace the food to pick it up. And she said that, he's like a little kid. No, he's just somebody that can't use chopsticks because he doesn't eat sushi. So instead of laughing at him, show him how he can position the chopsticks in his fingers so that he can pick up the sushi and not use a fork up in them people's restaurant. That's literally all it takes. But he was a good sport about it, and I think he ate something. Mark then apologizes for all the times he has hurt her and caused her pain. He promises to never hurt her again, and lets her know he does notice everything she does. She wanted to smile she wanted to smile so bad, so she just kept looking away and looking down, and I'm like, this is all right. But he tells her he appreciates everything she does and he does care for her. She says she feels the same way about him. And I waited with the rest of Twitter for her to apologize for the things that she's done, but she never did. She never did. And then finally, Lindsey takes him on a date to go to batting cages and go-karts and bumper cars, water bumper cars. So it's mainly, because he did something that she likes, which is the sushi. She took him on a date that she liked, or that he would like, because she remembered he had all the baseballs from his childhood. You tried to throw him away, Lindsey. But they go to a batting cage and he's able to give her some tips. And for now, they are for now, they're getting along and things seem to be okay for them thus far. So let me know how you guys felt about Lindsey and Mark. It's very toxic. It's full of gaslighting. I really want Mark to just end it now. But a lot of these couples are going, claw their way through it, I guess, so they don't get fined. Which I feel like it kind of sucks that they do get fined if they decide to, leave the process early. But let me know how you guys felt about the episode, and I will catch you guys in the next one.